Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to TSP TV, and it is gonna be another international MRE episode for you today. A little bit of an exciting one as well for me, in many respects. Firstly, I got to give a very special shout out and thank you very much to our viewer and thrift fan member Trip. Trip actually sent me this a little while ago, and it is a United States Department of Defense actual authentic military MRE, meal ready to eat, warfighter recommended, warfighter tested, warfighter approved. Brought to you courtesy of Sopaco. Now I'm pretty sure that the Sopaco components are a little bit similar to the almost out of date MRE reviews that I did not so long ago. In fact, they were the first MRE reviews that I ever did. But this is a little bit of, as I said, what I'm excited for, because it is an actual real proper, and there you can see the seal on there, United States Department of Defense ration, and this is the first actual legitimate United States MRE I've actually reviewed. So this is going to be fun to get this one out in review for you. So again, we got to thank Trip for sending me this. Now they do have a sealable bag. I've never been able to do this, but almost without effort, we've got it open, and there you can see the stuff inside. So what do we got in our bag? Take everything out and it's empty. Again, you could use this for water carrying services or other things, but I'm probably going to keep it as a little souvenir. And again, thank you very much, Trip. I'm really going to look forward to this, and this is actually the first viewer sent MRE that I'm going to review. So again, fun. So it's kind of double sealed, I think. I don't think I've seen that before. It's come with the bag, and then everything is also sealed in this, so that's a first for me. So let's get this open, see what we've got in the second layer of packaging. Righty-o, very tight in there. Let's get it open. So I'm guessing first off the bat is going to be our it is indeed our entree, our beef stew, and comes with a little cardboardy thing that you can put it in. So we'll just do that as we get all our components out. So there's our beef stew. No surprises, we've got some, look at that, CT, your favorite, grape jelly, and we've got peanut butter. It's pretty standard components in these US Department of Defense rations. Oh, what's this? We got some pretzels. I wonder if they make me thirsty. So we've got some pretzels. We've got PB&J. What do we got here? Oh, carrot pound cake. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. Try not to. Let's move our peanut butter and jelly to the front. Look, and put this stuff at the back. So pretzels, carrot pound cake, hot sauce. It's not a Tabasco, but it is hot sauce nonetheless. We've got our legitimate MRE spoon. We've got our little accessory pack. We'll open that up in a second. We've got a FRH. Again, we probably won't use this, although actually we could do. It's a nice day outside. Let's try the FRH for a change, see if it works. Not had that much success. I think so far only the German and I think maybe a Lithuanian one worked for me. So this is a beverage bag. Probably won't be using that, but these are very handy things to keep hold of. You know, if you watch my channel, you're familiar with my channel, I do get a little bit of a hard-on for Mylar and Ziploc bags, a little bit of a fetish. And is this what I think it is? Let's hope so. Oh, actually, it's snack grain bread. So we've got bread instead of the crackers. I was kind of hoping we'd get our MRE crackers. So that's a little bit interesting. What is that? The multi-grain snack bread. So I've not tried that before. That'll be a first. See what we've got in our accessory pouch. gum. I think that might be cinnamon because it's red. We've got a little book of matches there. Red tips. Let's put those over there. Put the gum. We've got a moist towelette, not a moist gusset, a moist towelette. We've got sugar. We've got coffee type 2. Yay, coffee type 2. Sugar. Salt. What's this? Creamer non-dairy. And a napkin. Look at that out of the paper, maybe. And we've got a napkin. Let's put it back in the paper for purposes of display. So that's everything that you get in this one. So we've got pretzels, we've got carrot cake, we've got multigrain snack bread, we have beef stew, and we've got PB&J. So all that remains now is to get this out onto the tray. I lied. I said we were going to get it on the tray, and we're going to get it into the FRH. We're going to give it a go. So how do we tear this? Let's get the knife on. If in doubt, get Stanley out. So I think what we have to do is place this inside the bag. Like thus. Then we've got to add some water. So we'll do that outside. Okay, so we've come outside on the stoop. We've got our FRH, we've got our beef stew inside. I've got a rock or something to prop it up against. So let's put some water in. Did I overfill it? Maybe. Just kind of have to fold it over. Make sure that gets onto the element. Prop it in our box. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Okay, no, it does. It is. It's getting warm. I can feel it. So, fold the box over, I think. Prop it up against a rock or something. And we'll give it a second. Here we go. I can see it puffing up now. Okay, water's coming out the other end. Let's flip it over. And is it doing anything? I think possibly the water leaked. Oh no, it is getting very warm actually. It is getting warm inside, so I was expecting it to puff up and start steaming and stuff. I've seen it do that on other videos, so I've not really had much success with the FRHs in the past, so I guess the only thing we can really do is let that do its thing, and I'll go and get everything else set up ready on the tray. And there you go. So everything's out on the tray. We did have a little bit of a breakage with the pound cake, and unfortunately the FRH didn't work. So let's get the type 2 instant coffee into the cup. The kettle is boiled. There it is. It smells like gravy. Anyway, coffee type 2. It's supposed to be a pretty good one by all accounts. So there's our coffee type 2 for afterwards. I did notice that this one didn't actually come with a beverage base powder, which was something I was expecting. So let's get our spoon out, if we can. Jesus, that's the toughest plastic ever. So there's our spoon. Let's get our moist towelette. Let's hope this protects us from the COVID. It's not hand sanitizer, but let's hope it flattens the curve. So doesn't really have much of a smell other than that kind of familiar wet wipe smell. So clean off our spoon. What else have we got? Some ionized salt. That's a lot of salt. I don't want to use it all. And our hot sauce. Where's the best way to tear that off? Like that. Okie dokie. Now we're not going to use the sugar or the creamer. I'm going to add those, maybe even keep them as a little souvenir. So again, thank you, Trip. This is going to be my supper. I probably think I've overdone the salt a little bit there. That was a lot of salt for the one tiny portion of beef stew. So don't know if or not you can see. It looks like there's some little bits of carrot, some tiny little cubed potatoes, I guess what would be the hash browns you kind of get. Just try and get a little bit of everything on the spoon. And you can kind of see that beef does look a little bit processed, not like the beef that I had in the Latvian ration just the other day. And as expected, it does taste very, very processed. Very, very much like a kind of canned beef stew that you would get. A little bit better than the one that they have at the dollar store, which I actually don't. I can't stand. That's why I don't have any of it in my my pantry. But very TV dinner. It's and as you can kind of see, it's like not falling in a piece like the Latvian. Seems a little bit rubbery. I wanted to kind of get a texture maybe of the beef. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Certainly wouldn't want to put the entire salt packet on there. Maybe we should have waited. And the hot sauce does give it a little kick. But as I said, it's very, very TV dinner kind of a flavor. Very, very simple gravy. Meat and potatoes, a little bit of carrot. It's going to fill you up anyway. But has a very, very, as I said, kind of the beef has a very processedy type of flavor to it, but nonetheless it is edible. It actually seems a little bit bigger now I'm trying to eat it than when I was warming up. I was like looking at it, I want to put it in a dish for the microwave, I'm like, that really looks a very, very small portion. But there is a lot of beef in there. And potatoes. Certainly not going to be winning any awards, but I'm guessing, out in the field, you wouldn't really be worried too much about things like that. Certainly not the most unpleasant ration I've tried as of yet. I still think that might have to be the Chinese PLA so far, but you can see the little potatoes, and as I said, they're kind of very similar to those little frozen hash brown potatoes you find in the grocery stores. But that's a pretty good entree nonetheless. I'm not sure if this would be the best entree you had available. I'm very keen and a little bit eager to try some of the others. But yeah, I'm not going to complain. That's pretty filling. Kind of almost like a little bit of like a canned soup flavor. Like if you had one of those Campbell's Chunky, but mixed it with gravy instead of soup base, like a broth. But nonetheless, meat, potatoes, it's good. Beef's good. Potatoes good. Carrot good. Gravy good. Not an awful lot I can add to it to make it any sound any more fancy. Pretty good. Like I say, a beverage would be nice to have washed it down with. So just have a little swig of water. Refresh the palate. So we've got these little pretzels here. Nothing very fancy about those, just a regular pretzel sticks. And the taste just like regular pretzels. And I think they will make me a little bit thirsty. Okay, so I've got the Sensi knife here, and we're going to try, actually I'm going to do that off air rather than try to knock the camera stand over. And I made an absolute pig's ear of that, sorry. I was trying, I got halfway across and we disappeared, so that didn't work at all. Let's use some of that multigrain scoop up some of that sauce, so we might have to open face it. So that feels like there's no separation at all in the grape, and pretty much the same with the peanut butter. Give it a bit of a squidge though to make sure kind of if there is any separation. Should we use the Sensi knife again? Did I go too far? I think so, maybe. Let's put those pieces there. So I was going to try and split it in half to make a sandwich. I didn't even cut the corner off. Let's put that down there. It's all clumped at the bottom, that's why. Now you can kind of roll it up like this, just to get the last little remnants out. That's very dry bread, very dry. It's pretty good though. I got a feeling that there's going to be a little bit of aftertaste. Fuck it. With the beef stew. Let's try a pretzel with PB. It's actually pretty good. Let's just get the jelly out. I know CT is going to be cringing if he watches this because he hates grape jelly. I'm making sure it's all going on that piece of bread, and this is going to be messy, I'm pretty sure of it. But anyway, let's try. Could we maybe fold it in half? Is that going to be... yeah, that didn't work either. Like I said, it's kind of very, very brittle. Got jelly all over my hand. The TP still wrapped up. I've pretty much used all the wet naps, so as I said, this is going to be that messy. I don't know why grape jelly always just reminds me of jail. Never ceases or fails to give me that instant behind bars sensation. But the bread is actually pretty good. Maybe a little bit soft and dry without the peanut butter, but the jelly and the PB certainly does make it a little bit more gooey. So that was the attempt to try and make a little sandwich like that, a PB&J. It's almost like a cake. And oh my goodness, I got that peanut butter stuck to your teeth sensation going on. So let's try and get this down as quick as possible. Get a couple of pretzels in as well. And dripping jelly everywhere. Oh my god, it's just so dry. Very, very, very dry. I'm trying to clean up a little bit with what's left of the wet nap. Well, let's see if the type 2 helps. Like, that peanut butter is like giving me an extra layer of teeth, it feels like. Really stuck to my teeth. That's some pretty good type 2 though, I'm not gonna lie. So let's try some of the pound cake, and as you can see, it did break up. Straight away, cinnamon hits you just as like the grape jelly kind of makes you, or makes me rather, think of prison. That's Thanksgiving right there. That tastes just like Thanksgiving. That cinnamony, nutmeggy kind of taste, but that's pretty good actually. It's actually a lot more moist than the dry multi-grain bread. So yeah, it was a little bit misleading. The peanut butter and the jelly didn't really help. It just kind of made it more. And it looks like a lump of nut or something in the pound cake. And that's actually really good. That's the best part of this menu, I think, so far. That's a good salty, sweet kind of combo. The pound cake and the pretzels. You know what? I'm not even going to use that. I'm going to save it as a little souvenir. I don't know why. I might even put it on top of the book of bucks. Let's get some more pretzels down. I forgot we still got our gum. Now this is supposed to have a laxative effect because these MREs, not with Dr. Smurf over, are kind of designed to bung you up a little bit. You will get constipated. So apparently those are supposed to help you go when you need to. So I'm possibly not going to eat that right now. But what I will say, there's a lot of dryness going on in here. I mean, that wasn't like dry. It was a little bit sort of moist and gooey and soft. But everything else, that was dry. This is dry, that's dry. And you didn't get a beverage base, which I thought was a little bit strange. And just the coffee doesn't really help. Hang on a second. There was the first one, and yeah, there's definitely going to be some aftertaste with that beef stew. Anyway, this, however, the carrot cake, that is really good. I'm not going to say it tastes like something fresh from the baker's or something your mama might make, but very comforting. It goes very well like the coffee and the carrot cake. Great combination. But everything else was, I say, kind of a little bit dry. without the additional beverage to kind of help wash it down with. But nonetheless, it's still been very, very enjoyable and a great experience. I haven't, as of yet, hadn't tried a USA DOD MRE. So this was the first one, not a bad ration or menu to start with. Beef stew, can't really go wrong. Pretty stable, pretty filling, pretty simple. So all it really remains is to finish up these last few pretzels and my type 2 coffee. Okie dokie. So I'm just finished off the last mouthful of pretzel, and actually the pretzel carrot cake combo is amazing. Really good. I've got a little bit of bread left and some grape jelly. So waste not, want not, as they say. Still feel like I've got peanut butter stuck to my teeth. But we've entered our tray. There was a little bit of gravy and a couple of dollops of grape jelly left over. All that we didn't touch is our chewing gum, creamer and sugar. We've still got our little matchbook added to the collection. And I've still got my type 2. That's not bad coffee, actually. I mean, compared to the Nescafe, this type 2 certainly get my vote out of preference. But I got to thank you, Trip. This was a very, very enjoyable ration. Excuse me, a very, very enjoyable ration to have eaten. Wait, there's a little bit of carrot cake. Got one in the corner and a tiny bit of pretzel. Said waste not, want it. So this was a very enjoyable ration to eat and to review. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of it as much as I enjoyed reviewing it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you guys have an MRE or a ration that you'd like me to review, don't hesitate to send it to me. I can't get enough rations, and I'm always happy to try them out and review them for you. I think I might have another burp. Yeah, I did. So nearly done with the type 2. So again, thank you, Trip. Amazing ration. Thank you very much for your kindness and generosity. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. It was a shit video production. It is TSP TV. We'll see you in another one. Until then, keep it thrifty.